Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakak. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutation to the whole elect. News in this gospel, broad lifting up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is titled, Rest is Coming. Okay, rest is coming. Rest is coming. Okay, because you go into the Apocrypha, it says that rest is allowed. Okay, I can't recall the particular precept, but I did come across it a few days ago when I was reading it. It says rest is allowed, okay, the coming kingdom of heaven. Because this is not rest, like the scriptures say, rise and depart. This is not our rest. Our people, they just settled here, man. They just settled as to being slaves and settled to just the ways of Babylon the Great, you know, like this is not our final destination. The captivity that we've served 400 plus years, man, including the Northern Kingdom, which that particular captivity slave trade started 100 years before the Negroid, before the 1619 slave trade or the transatlantic slave trade. You had what they call the slaves from Portugal and Spain, which that particular slave auctioning started like in 1506, I think, of the selling of the Northern Kingdom and Negroes, bringing them to this side of the world and colonizing them. Ever since then, our people have been content with the condition they've been in because we've had our heritage beat out of us. What they did too was separate the elderly from the young, because the elderly, they pretty much held the traditions of our ancient customs as being the Israelites of the Bible. And you can read about that, Indians and Hebrews, or Indians and Israelites. You can read about that in that book, Indians and Hebrews. I think that's what it's called. How the Indians kept the customs of the ancient Israelites, okay, which proves that they were, or in fact are, to this very day, the children of Israel, or the lost tribes of Israel. Okay, our people kept those customs, but we lost them, and we settled in a land which our fathers knew not, man. Okay, serving wood and stone, being under captivity under these devils, and subjected to their laws and payments, and their abuse and their torture, man. Okay, and we're still in their hand today, because the scriptures say, hey, we be found in a man's hand. Basically, he's supposed to be put to death. All right. So with that being said, man, a glorious rest of eternal paradise is promising to us. Now, that may be hard for a lot of you to fathom, because you know nothing but Babylon. You know nothing but this captivity. You've been grown up with the customs of keeping Christmas, New Year's Eve, Thanksgiving, birthdays, you know, Easter, the independent mindset, going to work. You've been indoctrinated with being a slave. So this is all you know. And it was made very clear yesterday. I was talking to elder Saint. She's like a mother to me, man. And I was talking to her yesterday, and she was telling me, she said, well, you have to understand this too, that your people, our people, including the women, she said, this is all they know. She said, when you guys speak, because you're coming back to an ancient custom, an ancient mindset. When you speak things to your people, it's foreign to them because this is all they know. She said a woman don't know anything about submitting to men on this side of the world because she's been taught not to submit since birth. So when you're telling her that, yeah, you my property, you mine, she don't really adhere to that because she haven't been grown up with that. That's foreign to them. So when you tell them that, it's like, okay, yeah, I know that, you know, I'm supposed to be under you, but I don't think that's the way it needs to be now, because I have all this liberty to do what I want to do, and I can say what I want to say without any repercussions. So why would I take my chances on doing away with my benefits and being under somebody like you that's barely scratching two nickels together? I mean, this is how they think. And you question, like, well, hey, you know, they make point. So our people that haven't been grown up with the customs of our ancient forefathers, and us coming back into the knowledge and wisdom and understanding, we have a different mindset now, because we all grew up in this hell. We all grew up believing in, you know, holding on or letting go, or, you know, this is the way it's supposed to be. This is the way it needs to be. We've been grown up with the indoctrination of Esau, Edom, man. And, you know, it's been hell on us, because look at the condition of our people now. Jake strung out on drugs. Jake is homeless, bums. Okay, marriages are broken. Children, they're without fathers. The mothers don't run the house properly. It's a big shit show. And you'd think that would be enough evidence to show our people that this man that's in rulership is not the way. It's not the answer, and it has to be another way. But Jake is gone, man. That's why the scriptures say you're all revolted. You're all going away backwards. You all have revolted. Okay, and the whole head is sick. Okay, because the whole head is sick. Our whole nation is sick, and we need healing. And the only way that is going to come with rest is through perfection. Okay, which the Lord is perfecting the saints now. He's perfecting the elect now as we speak, doing the work, the ministry, living our lives the right way. Now, people may look at us from the outside in and say, you're just typical men. And you are right. We are typical men. We do things that men do. We eat. We have bowel movements. We drink from time to time. We go out. We indulge in things that's gratifying to the flesh. But ultimately, we're not sinning, because a man of the Lord, unlike you people, we ain't just some monks sitting in a dark corner somewhere. We got families, we got wives, we have children, we have jobs, we have bills to pay. We were just blessed with the knowledge, but we're just regular men. You know what I'm saying? We ain't floating over the ocean somewhere. And people seem to get that mixed up because the doctrine we come with represents pureness. Okay? Represents purity. But they look at us and they judge us off what we say and how we act and how they perceive us. Because we get mad or upset or aggravated. You may have one too many drinks and you start going off the deep end. We're judged by that, but you can't judge us by that, man. All right? Because that's ultimately not our being. They're just called dealing in the flesh, and we all do it. It's a balance to things, but overall, we keep the commandments, we teach the word, we keep the high holy days. We try to deal righteously with the brotherhood, we try to deal righteously with our families, with our women, and it's hard, but we try to, but their definition of righteousness is not what we perceive or not what we project unto them. What we project into them in their mindset is abuse and control. They think it's abuse and it's control and it's ultimately aggression, but that's really not it. It's passive. It's passion, it's love, and it's fear. Okay, because like I said, we haven't grown up with the ancient ways, so the ancient customs in this world is totally unfamiliar to the masses of the people. That's why they look at us some type of way, like, man, these guys are out their damn mind. But in time, our people would see that the prophets always, had the right answers, so to speak, to help us out, Let's see some precepts here. Micah 7 and 10. Somebody can post Micah 2 and 10. Also, it's a scripture in the Apocrypha that say that rest is allowed. Because when we get the kingdom of heaven, man, this is gonna be like a bad dream, bro. It's like this is literally gonna be like a bad dream. We're gonna wake up from this freaking nightmare, because that's what it is a nightmare. Things are one way, then one day, the next day is something totally different. And to prove that shit, I went to bed at 7:30 last night. I didn't wake up till it was time for me to go to work. I went to bed at 7:30 last night. Thank God for the Shabbat, right? But spirit, like, man, just go get some rest, man. You need it. Because, I'm dealing with a lot of, I'm dealing with a lot of shit, It ain't about me, but I'm dealing with a lot of shit emotionally, and a lot of things going on in the brotherhood and, in our personal lives, man, with our children, our women. It's a lot of shit I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying? And spirit, like, just go get you some rest, man, clear your mindset. Because, it's a sifting process among the Israelites in the brotherhood, and it's very, it's very real, brothers that you swung a sword with, man. It's just like, damn, what's happened? You look back on memories and pictures and stuff, like, we was all together, a unit. Now, the division is real. It's just like, damn, you here today, you going tomorrow. That's why you got to thank Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for giving us another day to teach the word, man, and having mercy. Because every day is a day of mercy extolled unto us through grace, man. Like I went into the whole lesson on grace the other day. Didn't get too many views. Those lessons don't ever get views. But when I'm rebuking Eve or talking, or making fun of a Hamite or something, then all you want to tune in, and that's right, brother. But when I'm putting out lessons in Hebrew or history, none of y'all tune in, man. Y'all don't care for those lessons. Y'all just want to be entertained. This ain't for entertainment. If you want to be entertained, then go watch Def Comedy Jam or something, man. This ain't that. This is about teaching the word and waking up the elect and getting salvation. Okay, we're going to have forever to be entertained in the kingdom. But right now, man, we on punishment, man. It sucks, but We biting the bullet and we gotta deal with our hell. You know, shit. You gotta love to suffer, and I hate saying that, cause if anything, I don't like being in a bad situation. But you know, that's part of this thing. You know, but it's gonna be an upside to it. You know, it's not gonna be like this forever. You know, but I'm at work, man. I'm gonna read this precept and I'm gonna end it. This is the book of Isaiah 14:3, GMS, Columbus, St. Shalom, brother. It says, and it should come to pass that day that Yahweh should give thee rest from thy sorrow, right? Sorrow, we need rest. And from the fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. That's here in America, man. This is a hard bondage we're meant to serve. Okay, every day. Like, look at this Jake. He's through, man. You know, he's through. Don't even know it. Last precept, Salakia, got to cut it short. Micah 2:10, arise and depart. This is not your rest, because it is polluted. It will destroy with the sword of destruction. That's right, brother, the water. 2 Ezra 80:52, for unto you paradise is open, and the tree of life is planted. The time is come prepared. Plenteous is made ready. A city is built, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. Can't wait, bro. Can't wait for that day. But anyway, man, I'm going to cut it short. In and out, praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and the Baba Ball. Shalom.